Here's a man who's never been in trouble with the law his entire life. We've always reached our hands out to anybody and everyone.
In the early morning hours of November 25th, 77-year-old Arnold Perry was arrested by the Richmond Police Department on the charge of arson. Law enforcement officials say that Perry was attempting to burn down his house because his wife had refused to give him the keys to his vehicle. However, his wife, Kathy Perry, says that her husband was suffering from an underlying neurological health issue which contributed to the episode.
1 week prior to that, on Monday the 18th, he had just had brain surgery. On the 16th, he went to the emergency room with a really bad headache. Nothing looked really, really well, but we were waiting on pathology, which was supposed to come back on the 25th. So what he was diagnosed with was glioblastoma. It's a very aggressive brain tumor, and he has one major one, and then he has 3 others. And it causes a lot of pressure on the brain. It causes memory loss, it causes inability, it causes mood swings and changes and all those things. And then they put him on seizure medicine, which causes those same side effects. So now we got double the medical issues going on. On his discharge papers, it said if he was to become out of control, irritable, if his head was to hurt, they gave me 3-4 to call 911 and asked to be escorted to the hospital. So that's what I did.
Perry says that she didn't intend for her husband to be arrested, but because of his refusal to go to the emergency room and inability to answer police properly, they claim they had no other option than to arrest him. Perry believes that additional training and personnel could have prevented her husband's arrest.
EMTs and police, I'm not putting them down, but I think a lot of things, they're educated on law and they're educated on rights and wrongs, but they also need to be educated on mental things that are caused by medical. If they had that person that they could turn to and say, what do you think we should do? And if they could have looked up all the side effects of this and the medication that he just started, they would have said, hey, you know what, let's approach this a different way. Let's approach this a different way. Let's do a couple other questions. Let's, think, and then maybe that could have solved the situation.
Perry tells WBON that she doesn't want her husband of 36 years to be remembered for something that was out of his control.
He shouldn't have this charge. He wasn't trying to endanger anyone. He was just not him. And my fear is, what if he doesn't make it?
Arnold Perry's court date for his arrest is scheduled for January 7th. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.